Stop. Put the tongs down. Step away from the heated display case. I know exactly what you are thinking. You've had a long day, the kids are hungry, or maybe you just finished a brutal shift at work, and that golden brown, glistening rotisserie chicken smells like the ultimate salvation. It's cheap, it's protein, and it requires zero effort. But I need you to listen to me very carefully, because what looks like a $5 dinner solution might actually be a sodium-filled, chemically injected trap that is going to ruin your meal and wreck your health goals. We're talking about the Frankenchicken crisis happening in grocery stores right now. Not all birds are created equal, and I have done the dirty work, so you don't have to. I've tasted the dry, the gummy, and the overly salty, and I've scrutinized the ingredient labels that stores try to hide on the bottom of the container. Today, I am revealing the 5 grocery store rotisserie chickens you must absolutely avoid if you care about flavor, texture, and your heart health, plus the 3 juicy, safe picks that are worth every single penny. You do not want to waste your money on these imposters. If you are ready to stop bringing home disappointment in a plastic shell, hit that subscribe button right now. Join the Smart Cart family, because we don't just shop, we shop smarter. And do me a huge favor, hit the like button if you've ever bought a rotisserie chicken that was so dry it felt like eating cardboard. Let us get into it. Number 1. The sodium sponge. We are starting with the biggest offender in the country, the one you likely see every single week, the Walmart traditional rotisserie chicken. Now, I know Walmart is convenient. It is everywhere. But let me tell you a story about a viewer named Sarah. Sarah is a mother of 3, working a full-time job. She messaged me saying she picked up a traditional flavored bird from Walmart last Tuesday. She got home, shredded it for tacos, and sat down to eat. She said the first bite was okay, but by the 3rd bite, her mouth felt like she had gargled ocean water. Her kids, who usually eat anything, pushed the plates away. They were thirsty all night. Here is the reality behind Sarah's experience. This chicken isn't just cooked, it is engineered. When you look at the nutrition label, which is often frustratingly hard to find on these hot items, you will see that a single 3-ounce serving that is the size of a deck of cards, folks, can pack nearly 700 milligrams of sodium. Who eats just 3 ounces? Nobody. If you eat a leg and a thigh, you are easily consuming half your daily recommended sodium limit in one sitting. But it's not just the salt, it's the texture. Walmart chickens are frequently injected with a solution of water, salt, and sodium phosphate to enhance tenderness. But what it actually does is turn the meat into a strange, mushy sponge. It lacks that fibrous, real chicken tear. It feels processed. It feels like deli meat that has been heated up. You are paying by the pound, but you are paying for a lot of saltwater weight. If you are buying this thinking you are getting a healthy, high-protein meal, you are being misled. The solution here is simple. If you are at Walmart and need convenience, walk past the hot case. Go to the refrigerated section and look for their pre-cooked strips that have no antibiotics ever and lower sodium counts, or just buy raw breasts and throw them in the air fryer for 15 minutes. It is faster than the regret you'll feel eating that salt bomb. But wait, because if you think Walmart is the only one guilty of selling you flavored air and water, you're going to be shocked by number 2. This next store is known for being trendy and stylish, but their chicken is a total ripoff. Number 2. The microbird. I am talking about Target, specifically the Good Gather rotisserie chicken. Target is a master of branding. We go in for toothpaste and walk out with 3 throw pillows and a candle, right? It's a wonderful place. But their grocery section has a rotisserie problem. I want you to picture Mark. Mark is a bachelor, trying to meal prep for his week. He grabs a chicken from Target on his Sunday run. He gets home, opens the container, and realizes there is barely any meat here. The issue with Target's rotisserie chickens is size and dryness. These birds consistently clock in smaller than their competitors, yet the price point often hovers around that same $7 to $8 mark depending on your region. You are paying a premium per pound for a bird that looks like it went on a diet before it met the oven. But the real crime is the dryness. Because these birds are smaller, they cook faster. However, commercial rotisserie ovens are massive. If the staff doesn't pull them at the exact right second, and let us be honest, they are busy stocking shelves, that smaller bird dries out instantly. Mark told me he tried to carve the breast meat, and it just crumbled. It was like sawdust. The flavor profile is also incredibly bland. While Walmart oversalts, Target seems to underseason, leaving you with a tasteless, dry protein that requires a bottle of barbecue sauce just to make it palatable. You are paying for convenience, but you are receiving a chore. You have to doctor it up just to eat it. My advice? If you are at Target, buy their frozen appetizers or their fresh salads, but skip the hot chicken. It is simply not good value for money. You are paying for the convenience of honest op shopping, not for quality meat. Now, before we get to the third one, which is going to hurt some feelings because it's a store many of you trust implicitly, I want to ask you a question. What is the single worst thing you've ever found in a store-bought chicken? Was it undercooked? Was it burnt? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and sometimes your horror stories help me decide what to investigate next. Alright, number 3. The Health Halo Trap. This one comes from Whole Foods Market. Specifically, their classic non-organic rotisserie chicken. Now, hang on. I can hear you screaming at your screen. Coco, it's Whole Foods. It has to be good. That is exactly what they want you to think. That is the health halo effect. We assume because we walked through the doors of a premium grocer, everything inside is automatically superior. Let's look at a case study from a viewer named Linda. Linda was hosting a small dinner party. She wanted to serve chicken salad on croissants. She went to Whole Foods, bypassed the organic one because it was $14 and grabbed the classic for about $10 or $11. She thought she was getting a premium product. When she started pulling the meat apart, she noticed 2 things. 1. The skin was flabby. It wasn't crisp. 2. The meat had a distinct, almost metallic taste. Here is the secret. The non-organic chickens at Whole Foods are often the same grade of commercially raised poultry you find at standard supermarkets, just with a stricter antibiotic policy. They are still often air-chilled, which is good, but they can sit in those warmers for a long time because the price point is higher, so turnover is slower than at a busy Costco. The value proposition here is terrible. You are paying nearly double the price of a standard grocery store chicken for a bird that is marginally better, if at all. And let us talk about the Nature's Rancher, or similar branding they sometimes use. It sounds idyllic, but if that bird has been sitting under a heat lamp for 3 hours, it doesn't matter how happy it was on the farm, it's going to taste like leather on your plate. Linda's chicken salad was dry, and she ended up using double the mayonnaise to compensate. If you are at Whole Foods, you are there for quality. Do not settle for their mid-tier rotisserie. Either splurge for the organic one, which we will talk about later, or buy their raw, air-chilled chicken breasts, which are excellent, and cook them yourself. Do not pay a premium for a mediocre, classic bird just because of the sign on the door. We are moving on to number 4, and this one is tricky because it hides bad quality behind aggressive flavoring. Number 4. The Flavor Mask. I am talking about the lemon pepper or savory herb varieties found at large conglomerates like Safeway, Albertsons, or Vons, essentially the signature cafe line. Have you ever wondered why they smother those chickens in that thick, yellowish paste or heavy dry rub? It's not just for your enjoyment. It is a masking technique. I want you to imagine a viewer named Dave. Dave loves strong flavors. He buys the lemon pepper chicken every Friday. But recently, Dave noticed something. The skin wasn't crisp, it was gummy. It had a weird, gelatinous texture that stuck to his fingers. That is often due to the additives used to adhere the seasoning to the bird, combined with the humidity in the bag. Many of these pre-seasoned varieties use fillers, anti-caking agents, and artificial flavors to punch you in the tongue so you don't notice the quality of the meat underneath. When you peel back that heavily seasoned skin, the meat often lacks its own flavor. It relies entirely on that topical rub. And let us be real, that lemon pepper seasoning? It's usually citric acid and salt, not fresh lemon zest and cracked pepper. It leaves a chemical aftertaste that lingers. Furthermore, the signature cafe birds often suffer from the carrageenan effect. Carrageenan is a thickener derived from seaweed, used to bind water to meat. It's safe to eat, but it creates that slick, slimy mouthfeel that makes you wonder if the chicken is fully cooked even when it is. If you see a chicken that looks like it's been painted yellow or orange with seasoning, run. The solution? Buy a naked or plain roasted chicken if you must, and add your own lemon juice and fresh pepper at home. It takes 10 seconds, costs pennies, and you won't be eating a chemistry experiment. We are almost to the good stuff, the chickens you should buy. But first, number 5. This isn't a brand, it's a scenario. And it is the most dangerous one on this list. Number 5. The last call chicken. This applies to every single store. Walmart, Kroger, Publix, even Costco. I am talking about the rotisserie chicken you buy after 7:30 p.m. Listen to me closely. Most grocery store delis shut down their rotisserie ovens around 5 o'clock or 6 p.m. They want to clean the ovens and go home. That chicken sitting there at 8 p.m.? It has likely been there since the 4:30 batch. Let us talk about food safety and quality. A chicken is a biological time bomb. As it sits under those heat lamps, two things happen. First, it continues to cook. The moisture evaporates. By hour 3 or 4, the breast meat is basically jerky. Second, as the temperature fluctuates, maybe a customer opens the case and leaves it open, or the heat lamp isn't perfectly consistent. You enter the danger zone for bacterial growth if it drops below 140 degrees Fahrenheit. I have a friend who used to work in a deli. He told me, "Coco, never buy the last 3 chickens."
Why?
Because those are the ones that got shuffled to the back, missed the rotation, and have been sitting there the longest. The skin will be flabby and wrinkled. The meat will be stringy. The solution: check the timestamp. Most stores put a sticker on the container indicating when it was packed. If that time was more than 3 hours ago, do not buy it. It is not worth the risk, and it certainly isn't worth the money. If it's late at night, go for the cold rotisserie chickens they put in the fridge. Those were chilled down immediately after cooking to preserve freshness. You can heat them up at home, and they will taste infinitely better than the dried-out carcass sitting under the heat lamp. Okay, take a deep breath. We have navigated the minefield. We know what to avoid. But I promised you solutions. I promised you juicy, delicious, worth your money picks. And I deliver. Here are the 3 rotisserie chickens you need to try tonight. Number 1. The undisputed king. You knew this was coming. It has a cult following for a reason. I am talking about the Costco rotisserie chicken. Let us look at the facts. It is $4.99. The price has not changed in forever. It is a loss leader, which means Costco literally loses money or breaks even on every chicken just to get you in the door. That means they are incentivized to make it huge and delicious, so you keep coming back. The turnover at Costco is insane. If you stand there for 5 minutes, you will see 50 chickens disappear into carts. This guarantees freshness. You are rarely getting a bird that has been sitting for hours because they sell out too fast. The size is massive, usually 3 pounds or more. The meat is consistently moist. Yes, they use a saline solution, similar to Walmart, but the ratio and the cooking method result in a much better texture. It pulls apart beautifully. It's perfect for meal prep, salads, soups, or just eating with your hands in the parking lot. No judgment here. But here's a pro tip for you. When you are at the Costco bin, look for the chicken that is touching the top of the lid. That is the big boy. That is the one you want. You are getting maximum meat for your $5. If you don't have a membership, find a friend who does. It is the gold standard of value. Number 2. The flavor contender. If you don't have a Costco nearby, or you find their chicken a little too plain, you need to head to Sam's Club for the Member S Mark seasoned rotisserie chicken. Many people actually prefer Sam's Club over Costco in blind taste tests.
Why?
The seasoning. Sam's Club uses a slightly more savory, Lori-style seasoned salt rub that penetrates the skin better. The skin tends to be a little more flavorful and salty in a good way. The birds are also massive, competing directly with Costco on size. The texture is juicy, and the meat falls off the bone. I find that Sam's Club chickens are particularly good if you are eating the chicken, as is for dinner with some sides like mac and cheese or green beans. You don't need to add anything to it. It stands on its own. Again, check the timestamp, but generally, Sam's Club maintains high standards for their rotisserie program because they are in a war with Costco. When giants fight, the consumer wins. Number 3. The Clean Eater's Choice. For those of you who watched the first half of this video and thought, "Coco, I don't want the injections, I don't want the saline, I want real chicken," this pick is for you. I am recommending the Sprouts Farmers Market Butcher Shop rotisserie chicken, specifically the unseasoned or lightly seasoned ones. Here is the difference. Sprouts focuses heavily on air-chilled chicken. In standard processing, chickens are dipped in cold water baths to cool them down. They absorb that water, and whatever else is in it. Air-chilled chickens are cooled by cold air. They don't absorb water weight. What does this mean for your rotisserie? It means the meat tastes like meat. It has a concentrated chicken flavor. The texture is firmer, not mushy. It shreds like real muscle fiber. Yes, it is smaller than the Costco bird. Yes, it costs a few dollars more. But you are paying for protein, not water. If you are making a chicken soup where the flavor of the meat really matters, Or, if you are sensitive to sodium, Sprouts is the way to go. Their unseasoned birds allow you to control the salt completely. It feels like a home-cooked meal, not a factory product. So, there you have it. You now have the map to navigate the deli section. You know to walk past the sodium bombs at Walmart, the dry microbirds at Target, and the overpriced illusions at Whole Foods. You know to watch out for the late-night leather. Instead, you're going to grab that $4.99 beast from Costco, the savory winner from Sam's, or the clean, honest bird from Sprouts. Your dinner tonight just got a whole lot better. Now, I have a challenge for you. Next time you are at the store, I want you to pick up one of these recommended chickens and try it. Then come back to this video and tell me if I was right. Or, if you have a local grocery store like a Wegmans, a Publix, or an H-E-B that you think beats all of these, drop it in the comments. I might just fly out there to taste test it for a future video. If this video saved your dinner, please hit that like button. It helps the channel so much and tells YouTube to show this to other shoppers who are about to make a mistake. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an alert when we expose the next grocery store trap. I'm Coco, this is Smart Cart, and I'll see you in the next aisle. Stay savvy, shoppers.